New information just into the newsroom on the apartment complex fire outside of Lima this afternoon, causing several families to be without a place to call home tonight.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. A smoky fire clears out an apartment building in the Mount Vernon complex on Market Street late this afternoon.
We now know that a tenant and a firefighter, both with minor injuries, taken to Mercy Health St. Rita's. And we're also now learning an electrical problem is to blame. American Township Fire Chief Thomas Hadding tells us this started in the kitchen behind a stove. Although the actual blaze was contained to one unit, Hadding says an entire building is now unlivable and all the tenants are without a home tonight because of the heavy smoke damage throughout the entire structure. Firefighters are now estimating the total damage to the building, which is a total loss, could be $250,000 or more, and this is still under investigation tonight. A man charged for the death of a Michigan teen in a car crash has rejected a plea deal. 22-year-old Zachary Brown turning down a plea deal that would dismiss charges 2, 3, and 4 as long as he pleaded guilty to count 1, aggravated vehicular homicide. His maximum sentence would be capped at serving 5 years in prison. After rejecting the deal, Brown's defense decided to have the trial move from January 23rd to April 24th due to a new expert witness. Judge Jeffrey Reed approving the motion. On November 10, 2016, Brown drove off the side of State Route 115 north of Lima. Police say the car overturned and struck a tree on the passenger side. His passenger, 18-year-old Brendan Whale, died at the scene from his injuries. Officials are saying alcohol and speed were contributing factors. The colder weather has really settled into the region over the past couple of days.
Joining us from the Weather Center with the latest is Chief Meteorologist Jesse May. Hi, Jesse.
Hi, Stuart. Hi, Jessica. The cold weather's been the theme here all night, actually starting at midnight last night and continuing to right now. We're seeing the winds still hold pretty strong from the west at about 10 miles per hour, and with that, it's making the air temperatures feel much colder than they actually are. It feels like it's about -8 degrees outside right now, and it's been that way for nearly the entire day, all day long. Cold temperatures. We're looking at one more cold morning before we begin to see warmer temperatures move into the region. I'm talking wind gusts because they're going to be picking up in my full forecast in just a little bit.
All right, Jesse. The winner of the University of Northwestern Ohio tuition contest has been announced.
Logan Ricker has won a year's worth of tuition to UNOH after texting into a contest brought to you by UNOH and your hometown stations. While he was very surprised that he won, he's excited to hit the books.
It's a great opportunity. I'm very thankful for everything and just really looking forward to getting started.
Ricker plans on pursuing a robotics degree to help further his career. He currently works at the Amatec Westchester Plastics facility in Wapakoneta.
An Allen County assistant prosecutor has filed a petition to run for common pleas court judge. Terry Cole-Reeser filing her petition with the Board of Elections this afternoon. The bench position becomes available when Judge David Cheney retires this year. Cole-Reeser has been an assistant prosecutor for over a decade and has indicated that with her experience and passion, she would meet the qualifications to be judge. She said she's been looking into the position for about a year and a half and committed to running in the last 6 months. An Ohio woman and her 5 children are safe after their van slid onto a frozen lake. This happening this morning in Vienna Township on Upper Girard Lake. The mother says she was driving when her van lost control, causing it to flip on its side. Luckily, 2 bystanders stepped in and saved them all, and just in time as the van began to take on all that water. No one was hurt, and the family warmed up in another van that drove up. Authorities in California are praising the bravery of a 17-year-old girl who used a deactivated cell phone to call for help to rescue her 12 brothers and sisters. Jennifer Bjorklund has the story.
The arrest that went down here Sunday uncovered filthy conditions inside this house. David and Louise Turpin's 13 children, aged 2 to 29, malnourished. At least 3 of them shackled to furniture in dark rooms.
It seemed that the mother was perplexed as to why we were at that residence.
Shocking to the outside world.
Crazy, you never know who your neighbors are.
Neighbors say there were hints the family was odd, but not to the point of concern.
They never were mean, but the vibe that I got was stay in your zone and we'll stay in our zone. That's the vibe I got.
The couple's 17-year-old daughter escaped through a window early Sunday and called for help. So malnourished, responding officers thought she was 10 years old. All of the children are being cared for now by medical personnel.
They're very friendly. They're very cooperative, and I believe that they're hopeful that life will get better for them after this event.
NBC News spoke exclusively with Louise Turpin's brother and sister. They say she isolated herself from them.
We had really no connection with Louise in a long, long time since we were young.
Neighbors can't fathom what went on here and why.
No parent should ever treat their kids like that.
Kids who were rarely seen outside, and when they were described as very thin and pale. Jennifer Bjorklund, NBC News, Paris, California.
People in Japan had a scare today when public broadcaster NHK issued mistaken breaking news of a North Korean missile launch. The breaking news was posted on KNH's smartphone app and homepage for about 5 minutes. The alerts were transmitted around 6:55 p.m. local time, saying there had been a North Korean missile launch. The news was not broadcast on TV, and NHK corrected the mistake, publishing messages and broadcasting news calling it a false alarm. Officials say an operating error with the breaking news system was behind that mistake. The broadcaster issued a deep apology for causing the trouble.